This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works, understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Afternoon Update. It's Friday, January 23rd, 2015. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kamar Jordan. We begin with news of a major robbery last night in which 6 armed men attacked over a dozen men, mostly Canadians, following a hockey game in Culloden Road, St. Michael. Barbados Today understands that the men had just finished playing a regular Thursday night match when they were pounced upon by the bandits, who were armed with knives, cutlasses, and sticks. One of the robbers also threatened to use his gun if he had to. The ordeal occurred around 11:30 p.m. in the NIS car park. Fortunately, no one was injured, but members of the group were reportedly relieved of several possessions, including a phone, necklace, watches, and wallets. The perpetrators also reportedly made off with, get this, a car belonging to one of the men. Officers from the Hastings police station were called in and reports were filed. One of the victims, Gilles Gosselin, says the thieves took the entire group by surprise.
We're grateful that nobody was hurt and that we were cool-headed enough to deal with the situation, because it could have escalated into something much worse very quickly. And I think we're grateful to the Barbados Police Department for responding as quickly as they did and doing everything they could. And I think generally we're just disappointed. A little scary situation. We're disappointed that it happened. It's unacceptable. It should be unacceptable to us and to all of the good people of Barbados that something like this could happen.
Police are at this hour investigating the reports. Meantime, Education Minister Ronald Jones strongly condemns violence being perpetrated by a group of students, most of them girls. Minister Jones was reacting to 2 videos which have gone viral on social media, showing 2 different groups fighting. Delivering the keynote address at the launch of the ATSEL Mentorship Program this morning at Solidarity House, a disturbed Jones said he'd never seen so much violence from children. He was also very critical of those who recorded the video and posted it on Facebook. The Education Minister says he'll be following up with different schools to ensure that those involved are disciplined.
We know how to ask the schools, and it has been done, I'm sure. We are those children now. What has been the discipline brought to bear on them? What caused that? But what is more insidious, beyond the violence and the growing anger, was that somebody, because in order for it to get on Facebook, you can take it with your eyes and put it on Facebook. You have to take it with some camera embedded in your smartphone or separate device.
Tourism Minister Richard Seeley has weighed in on the recent natural gas problems that have been plaguing top hotels on the west and south coast. The problems began last Christmas Eve, and with the majority of hotels currently registering high occupancy, Mr. Seeley says the development has come at a highly inappropriate time for the bread and butter tourism industry. He's therefore anxious to have the problems rectified by the National Petroleum Corporation.
The NPC understands and appreciates what's at stake. And they are working only, I had a good briefing from the Minister responsible for energy today. He's giving me assurances that they will make the adjustments to ensure that while we're going through this period of high levels of occupancy in our hotels, that they will in fact be given some attention to ensure that they can still have all the natural gas that they need for their purposes. Now, having said that, we also are encouraging them to put backups in place as well, because it's important going forward, and we don't find ourselves having to repeat these scenarios.
A former speaker in the Barbados Parliament weighs in on the ongoing saga involving the current Speaker of the House, Michael Carrington. Ishmael Ruet, who is the longest-serving Speaker of the House of Assembly, having sat in the chair on the successive Barbados Labour Party administrations between 1994 to 2008, warns that the dignity of the office must be preserved at all times. And he says, were he in Mr. Carrington's position right now, he would simply recuse himself until the current legal troubles are fully resolved. Carrington, who is an attorney, has been accused by his former client, John Griffiths, of withholding payment in excess of over $200,000, which was due to Griffiths in settlement of a land dispute for over 14 years now.
I think that, the office of Speaker cannot be compromised. I believe that if I was in that position, I would recuse myself until the matter is resolved. The position of Speaker is beyond party politics, and it must be, the dignity of it must be preserved at all times.
The matter is currently before the Committee of Privileges of Parliament, and Prime Minister Frendo Stewart, who's come to the defense of the Speaker, believes it will be resolved to the satisfaction of all parties involved. In the meantime, the opposition is maintaining they will not participate in Parliament if Mr. Carrington is in the chair. There's regional and international news after this short break.
It's grand. It's a celebration, and it's just for you. It's Barbados Today's birthday bash, and we are big on giving. Join the party and dance away with this fantastic deal. Book a full-page graphic ad during our birthday week, January 26th to 30, for an unbelievable $500. Or book 5 email blasts. Or better yet, take both offers and get great value. Join the celebrations on the #1 media platform of choice. RSVP with our Barbados Today birthday team or Misa and Tamisha at 417-1000. Let's get this party started.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
On the regional scene, 2 days of historic talks between Cuba and the United States come to an end, with both sides agreeing to meet again. The discussions focused on restoring diplomatic relations, but no date was set for the reopening of embassies. A U.S. official said normalizing relations after decades of hostilities will take time. Internationally, Saudi Arabian King Salman pledges continuity hours after his accession to the throne following the death of his half-brother, King Abdullah. The new king moved swiftly to appoint heirs and ministers, including one prince from the ruling dynasty's third generation. King Abdullah died last night, just weeks after being admitted to hospital with a lung infection. The transition comes even as funeral services were being held for King Abdullah.
With God's assistance and strength, we will continue adhering to the correct policies since the establishment of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We will never deviate from our constitution, our holy book and Islamic teachings. Brothers, the Arab and Islamic nation is today in dire need for its unity and solidarity. Because we have been honored by God to lead this country, we will continue our march for Muslim unity and defend the causes of the Muslim community.
And on that note, we end our afternoon update, but be sure to be back here this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us if you're out and about on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay via a supermarket or a gas station near you. Also, tune in to 101, that's the channel on Lime TV, where you can get us with all the very latest news and sports. Also, shout out to our special listeners on Mix FM. Continue to stay locked on. I'm Kamar Jordan. Have a fabulous afternoon, and we'll see you back here later on this evening.
This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works. Understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.